Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
It's official. This Diddy trial, it's no longer just about Cassie. What started as a disturbing case centered on her horrifying testimony has exploded into something much bigger, something darker. What we're seeing now is not just celebrity drama, it's a courtroom earthquake, shaking the entire foundation of Hollywood and dragging names nobody expected into the fire. Names like Will Smith, like Meek Mill. And the reason why? Audio, tapes, leaked. We're not talking about Twitter gossip anymore. We're talking federal courtrooms falling silent, judges pausing, spectators frozen, phones locked away, and all of it because of what was heard behind those doors.
Don was officially back on the stand this morning, and you know what's crazy? During cross-examination, Diddy's attorney name-dropped celebs, and nobody else reported about it except for one outlet. Like I told you guys, I am looking at Inner City Press's live tweets, but as I said, he doesn't report everything. So I look at everybody that's reporting, from CNN to CBS to AP News to New York Post to New York Times, Washington Post.
Let's rewind. The trial began with Cassie's voice, her story of manipulation, of those infamous freak. Diddy's word, not hers. We thought we were watching one man's alleged power. But we were wrong. So wrong. Courtroom insiders now claim the case took a turn no one saw coming. Prosecutors didn't just keep their focus on Cassie. They pulled out tapes. And not just any tapes. Mail-on-mail tapes allegedly involving Diddy and Will Smith and Meek Mill. Yes, you heard that right? Those names. In open court, connected by audio recordings that left people in that courtroom stunned. It started with silent video, hotel footage, no sound, just Diddy walking through a lobby. At first, people assumed that was it. Visual evidence. But then, behind closed doors, the audio was played. And what happened in that room? Silence. The kind of silence that only happens when the truth is too loud to ignore.
Meek Mill and P. Diddy did what? Every day there is a main story on the internet, and the goal is to never be it. Unfortunately, for P. Diddy and Meek Mill, they are the main character today, and you may be wondering why. This has to do with a lawsuit that was filed in Manhattan yesterday. It was a 70-page lawsuit filed by one of Diddy's ex-producers.
One courtroom source called the tape undeniable, disturbing, a man being dominated while another man laughed. And the man laughing? Allegedly Diddy. Then came the witnesses. Not randoms, not tabloid hunters. These were people from the inside. Ex-artists, tour staff, former employees, people who partied with Diddy, people who saw things, who stayed silent for years. Until now. Dawn Richards, remember her from Danity Kane? She testified. Left court looking absolutely drained. She backed Cassie's story. Confirmed what Cassie had said. Her words weren't gossip. They're now part of official court transcripts. Let that sink in. But what really shook people? Diddy's daughter. She walked out of that courtroom pale, silent, eyes blank. No defiance, no diva energy, just cold shock. And insiders say her reaction came right after the audio played. That's how serious this is. And it doesn't stop with Diddy, because now Will Smith's name is in the mix, and not just in passing. It's reportedly connected directly to the tapes. The internet? Lost. It's mined, old clips, resurfaced, interviews, podcast moments, paparazzi footage. Everything Will has ever done around Diddy is being watched through a new lens. Like that interview with comedian Luanell. She casually mentioned that Will and Diddy were clapping each other's cheeks. People missed it the first time. Not now. Fans even rewatched Will's interactions with his son Jaden. All those affectionate moments that used to look sweet, now being called off. People are seeing what they think are red flags everywhere. And then came the bombshell. Brother Bilal, Will Smith's ex-assistant, came forward with allegations of his own. He said he personally saw Will doing things. He even described a moment where Will allegedly fondled another man and, his words, not mine, tried to finger him. That wasn't even the wildest claim. Bilal said he walked in on Will being bent over a couch by none other than Dwayne Martin. That statement set the internet on fire. Fans became detectives. Every photo, every interaction between Will and Diddy suddenly looked suspicious. Then Will made a statement denying everything. But instead of calming things down, it made it worse. He said, "I ain't nowhere near that man. I did none of that stupid tea. If somebody says that, it's a damn lie. But the internet wasn't having it. People started posting photo after photo of Will and Diddy together, hanging out, toasting champagne, smiling like old friends. That "ain't nowhere near him" quote turned into a meme instantly. And just when you thought it couldn't get more chaotic, Meek Mill's name was dragged into the madness. His name came up during the alleged playback of those same audio recordings. Fans lost it. Unlike Will, who tried to handle it calmly, Meek absolutely spiraled. Twitter fingers activated, tweet after tweet trying to shut down the rumors, saying, "I'm not fruity. Y'all trying to ruin me." But the more he posted, the more people started to believe something was up. Receipts started surfacing, people reposted clips of Meek at parties with billionaire Michael Rubin, looking awkward, laughing like he was trying too hard. Then came the viral birthday clip. Diddy threw Meek a party. Nothing crazy, until you realize it's a pool party with shirtless guys, and Diddy calling Meek daddy on camera. "Proud of you, daddy. I love you." Yeah, that clip didn't go unnoticed. Daddy became a meme overnight, and every time Meek tried to post something serious, that video was in the replies. Now here's what really has people on edge. No one outside the courtroom has heard the tapes. There's no public leak, no clip, no snippet, nothing. In today's world, that's almost impossible. We've had iCloud leaks, court documents, secret recordings, but not one single second of these tapes has hit the internet. And that silence, it's louder than anything else. People are starting to ask, who's protecting this? Why haven't the tapes leaked? If they're being used as evidence, shouldn't the public have access? Shouldn't we know what's being presented in court? Some say the tapes are too. Some say it's about protecting reputations. Others think it's because there's too much power involved, too many famous names. If this stuff gets out, it won't just ruin careers. It'll end them. It might even spark lawsuits, government investigations, multi-million-dollar deals crashing overnight. And if Diddy, Will, and Meek are just the beginning, who else is caught up in this? That's what has people truly shook. This case, it's starting to look like the top of a very dark iceberg, a hidden culture, a secret network that's been operating behind the scenes for years, maybe even decades. And the craziest part? It's been hiding in plain sight. We just weren't paying attention. Because let's be real, Diddy has always had a weird hold on the industry. From his obsession with control, to how nearly every artist that left Bad Boy wound up damaged or disappeared. Aubrey O'Day's been calling this stuff out for years. No one listened. But now, the courtroom is. And it's not just damaging Diddy. Will Smith's reputation, already shaky after the Oscars slap, is on life support. People who supported him through that scandal are now stepping back. They're watching the story unfold. And they're scared. Meek Mill might not have been charged with anything, but in the court of public opinion, he's already on the ropes. Defensive tweets, wild rants, they're not helping his case. They're making people more suspicious. And the government? Dead silent. No comment. No explanation for the secrecy. No statement about the tapes. That silence? It's a red flag. So now we wait. The court keeps moving, the internet keeps digging, and the people allegedly involved keep walking around like nothing's happening. But this won't stay buried. It can't. The truth always finds a way to come out. And when it does, Hollywood might never be the same. Because this is no longer a trial. It's a reckoning.